What's going on, man? Week 11, I can't believe it. Last week's scores, we'll go over a couple of them. Baylor beat UCF 30-3. Sawyer Robinson, I believe, threw for 3 touchdowns. Uh, Dampier, they had a big win over Cincinnati. Obviously, the game was in Salt Lake City. Congrats to Utah. I believe they're 7-2 now. But Dampier threw for over 200 yards. I think he rushed for about 78. And then their running back, Utah, he had a heck of a game. He had over 100 yards rushing and a touchdown. Some big wins. Arizona moved closer to bowl eligibility by winning at Colorado on the road. Hopefully, Coach Prime has found a quarterback in Julian uh, Lewis. Uh, Other scores: Arizona State kept rolling. Won at Iowa State with Sims. Shout out to Sims for being a great backup QB. Arizona State looks very good now. Looks like Sims has got acclimated to the system and he's ready to go. I believe Levitt will shut it down for the rest of the year. West Virginia, big win on the road at Houston. Shout out to West Virginia. Kansas got a much needed win at home versus Oklahoma State. So, you know, Big 12 was rolling, man. Big 12 was rolling. But let's get into this week, man. De facto Big 12 championship game, Texas Tech versus BYU. Right now, Texas Tech is a 10-point favorite, 10.5-point favorite. It is at home in Lubbock, but man, BYU got some dogs, man. And they've showed that by winning on the road at Iowa State, at Utah. So we'll see what happens there. UCF will host Houston. Houston had a loss that they shouldn't have had at home last week, but hey, Houston's very improved. They're definitely going to a bowl game no matter what. UCF right now is the favorite by 1.5. If UCF can win this game by 1.5, they're edging closer to bowl eligibility. Something they didn't have last year before last year's coach left. West Virginia got a big win. They're hosting Colorado. They are a 6.5-point favorite. That is the early TNT game with HBO Max and all that. It's 11 a.m. Central, and it'll be noon Eastern. West Virginia and Cincinnati and UCF are the teams in the Big 12 that are still on Eastern time. Everybody else is on Central or Mountain time, I believe. TCU versus Iowa State. Iowa State is on the road. They got TCU favored by a touchdown. 6.5-point favorites for the Horned Frogs. And then finally, Kansas at Arizona. That is a 2:30 p.m. game on ESPN2. 3:30 Eastern time. Arizona's 4.5-point favorite. I understand why Arizona's a 4.5-point favorite. Even when they lost to Houston, they were scoring points. They found some type of rhythm in their offense. And don't forget that QB was the same QB when they had that monster year before Jed Fish went to Washington. That's his third year there. He's a lot shorter, but he's one heck of an athlete. And I've noticed with the Arizona QB, Noah, he when he gets in a rhythm, like he's unstoppable. Once he gets in a rhythm and he starts understanding what defenses are doing and offenses, and his offense starts to pick up on everything, he's a very dangerous QB. He showed that back in 2023. So, yeah, Arizona, I understand why Arizona's favored there. Schedule: Houston and UCF doesn't look like they're on the national games. Um, they're on FS1. Let me see. No, here we go. Houston UCF is on FS1. BYU Texas Tech is on ABC as it should be at noon. Okay, 11 a.m. Central. Uh, Iowa State at TCU is the Fox game, and then the ESPN2 game, Arizona Kansas. There is no late night games. Everything is noon, 11 a.m. East Central, 11 a.m. Central, 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central, 2:30 Central. The latest game is UCF versus Houston, and that's 7 o'clock kickoff Central. So there is no late night 10 o'clock Eastern game this week. So, shall be fun. Season will be over soon, and we will see which Big 12 team will represent the conference in the college football playoff. Peace.